Hey, yo, what's going on, you guys? Tucker here with another brand new video for you guys today. Today, we are going to be showcasing Black Dama's new Galactus deck called Red Death. And it has been so much fun. I kid you not, so many different lines of play. It's not just a typical Galactus deck. You got other ways to win. You got some special tech you're going to be using in this list. And it is an absolute blast, as always. We are going to have Black Dama's information down in the description below. You guys need to follow him on Twitter, follow him on Instagram, follow him on all his platforms. And yeah, let's get right into a preview. Here is the deck that Black Dama made. I've been having an absolute blast. I have been climbing like crazy with this list. And let's go and break each card down individually. And as always, my friends, the deck code will be down in the description below. Starting off, first and foremost, we have Nebula. Nebula is a card in here to make your opponent have to play on your Nebula lane. So it's another way to kind of open up your other lanes for your Galactus interaction. Also, if Nebula does get big and you don't have Galactus, it's another win con. You can kind of play your other cards onto a Nebula lane. You also have, like, you have Goliath, you have your Shang-Chi, you have Wave, but this is to help you maintain priority. The main thing with this card is to have priority going into turn 4 or potentially even turn 5, so you can get your Galactus off early, get your Hobgoblin off before your opponent plays stuff. It's absolutely fantastic, and a typical Galactus card we've seen at the moment. Next, we have Nico. Nico is really cool here. It's another tech card. So your main line here that Black Dama was talking about is you Nico your Electro to either turn your Electro into a demon or destroy your Electro and draw 2 cards. If you have this win con, you snap. So it's pretty straightforward there. It also allows you to be able to get in other locations, turn off locations. Nico's just an amazing tech card. Daredevil. Okay, so you guys know, you may have seen the tier list where I do a Doc D, where we're talking about 2-cost cards. Daredevil is one of the best underrated cards in the game. Knowing what your opponent's going to do on 5, so then you can set your ups yourself for like turn 6 is absolutely fantastic. And this list uses yours to be able to set up a Professor X, to be able to set up a Hobgoblin, in order to set up your Galactus if you have Electrode, potentially a Red Hulk, potentially a Goliath. It helps you to set up your last 2 turns knowing what your opponent's playing, and it works so well. Because at that point in the game, those turn 5, turn 6 are so crucial. Jeff, another card to allow you to be able to get into another location or have priority going into turn 5 or turn 6, potentially even turn 4 to be able to get your Galactus off. This card really helps you maintain your priority, be able to get in locations you wouldn't be able to get into. And it's also cheeky with Professor X. The cool thing with Jeff and Nico, if Nico does have the Demon spell active, Jeff played into a Professor X lane does turn into the Demon because he is not destroyed or removed from it. He is just transformed in that list. So you're able to actually do that with Professor X's text. Electro, you are ramping in this list. Electro allows you to have extra energy every single turn. So with the Nico interaction, when you turn your Electro into a demon or you destroy your Electro, you're not limited to just playing 1 card, which is really good. Normally with this list, you have so many heavy cards, you're probably playing 1 card most of the time. But when it comes to like turn 6, maybe even a turn 7 with Limbo, you're allowed to play more than 1. So let's say you do get your Galactus off, and then you have turn 6. You have 7 energy to mess around with. So you could do Nico in a 6 cost. You could do Professor X and a 2-drop. Or you can do Hobgoblin in a 2-drop. It works really well. Really well. Wave. If you don't have Electro, you play Wave. This is your alternate line. Not a primary line, in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of Wave, just because it lets your opponent also play stuff down. But if you can get this to work, and like let's say you just snipe it the right way, Wave is really solid. You could also play this on 4 with your Daredevil down, so you know what your opponent's playing, so you can set up your turn 6 play and your turn 5 play, which is also fantastic. Shang-Chi. Your opponents aren't really expecting Shang-Chi all the time in Galactus. Well, this is probably the most popular card in the game at the moment. Shang-Chi is another good tech card for you to have. If your opponent does scale over you, let's say on the Galactus lane, you have this up your sleeve if you lose priority to snipe their card. And it also allows you just to be able to kill some of these better cards in Hela, because sometimes in Hela you don't get the Galactus off. But if Hela gets the way they normally get, you know, their big cards land on 1 lane and you Shang-Chi that lane. Hobgoblin, a junk card. This allows you to be able to have priority to slam your Galactus down in order to play him on curve, or you play this with your Professor X to clog a lane to be able to do Galactus or win a lane. Another fantastic card, another token card you're just going to see in Galactus. Clog, junk, win a lane, Professor X this later. It is really, really solid. Professor X, well, this might be a 5-1. And it's still weird playing Professor X on curve. Maybe Professor X isn't out that amazing because of how Jeff is right now. It really works in this list. Being able to Daredevil and know what your opponent's doing, lock their cards in, wave into a random Professor X also works sometimes. So it gets a little cheeky, and you can use this to also make sure you have priority in some other lanes to be able to Galactus to offset where your opponent might be trying to play. This is really, really solid. Professor X, of course, cards cannot be added or removed. It's a counter to destroy. It's a counter to brood, to some surfer stuff. It can kind of like limit your opponent's combos as well to allow you to do other stuff on other lanes, or just completely lock your opponent out to win lanes. Galactus, if you have the W in your lane, if you are winning in your lane, Galactus goes off and destroys all other locations. He's great with the clog mechanic we have in here. It's something you can do with wave to be able to just do on 4. If you have Galactus in your hand for most of these instances, like with a Hobgoblin, and they're clogged out of their place, you're snapping with the Hobgoblin and then playing Galactus. You're trying to snap beforehand. You're trying not to boomer snap. If you boomer snap, your opponent knows what's coming with the Galactus. So it is really, really cheeky. Another great card. Shout out to Dama once again for this list. And a little Interrobating love because we are playing some Galactus here. Alioth. Alioth did just get changed. He did just get changed. He doesn't destroy the cards on your opponent's side of the board, but he does remove their text. So the cool thing, but he does remove their text, which is really good. So Alioth is still a good card. He's not as great as he once was, but he still removes the text of the cards on your opponent's side of the board. This allows you to be able to dodge a Shang-Chi onto your Red Hulk. If your opponent is playing Null, it removes Null's ability, which is awesome because they're probably like, oh, I'm playing Null down on your Galactus lane. There's nothing you can do now, haha. But you have Alioth, and it removes the text. So this gets pretty cheeky there, too. I personally think this card is healthier now, and I think the power with 8 as well is way better than dropping 2 power on top of that. You can play this card, Red Hulk, one of the brand new cards, came out last week. You use this with priority with Wave. You can use it also, you don't have to have priority, of course. You can use it with Electro onto your Galactus lane. This you can do to set up with an Alioth to make sure you don't get Shang-Chi'd on final turn, removing your abilities. It's a really good card. It can scale really big. Your opponent is more wary of this probably than a Galactus, so they may play into that lane more. So it gives you another mix-up in the alternate lines that Dama is talking about as well. I've never really been a huge Galactus guy, but this list maybe makes me actually want to play more Galactus in all seriousness. This is pretty bad. We can't play Galactus this game, so this is just an alternate game. Unless they're playing Destroy, then we could, but I jest. Okay, I don't like these locations either. These locations are a little whack, but we do get Professor X to be able to mess around with. We do have a decent starting hand. They are floating quite a bit. So, oh, we can make this work. Oh, yeah, this is great. With District X, I know we're not playing our deck, but with District X, we still have a really good top end here, even though we don't have like Galactus and stuff. So I like the way this is looking. I like the way this is looking. Hope Summers, can I get something great? Morph? We're going to morph here. Maybe we get a big card or something crazy, something like in Professor X. Even a Destroyer wouldn't be horrible. I think this is good for us. I think this is really good for us. They're going to be doing some Ram stuff. Also, this is a God Split on the Hope Summers. I don't like this variant by any means, but that's a God Split. Okay. Nice Angel Dust. And the Killmonger. Ooh. What do I get here? Shang-Chi. Okay, so I know they have Shang-Chi. I know they have Shang-Chi. That's good to know. With a God Split on the Shang-Chi as well. Heard. Okay, what are we working with, Angel Dust? What are you playing? You have 6 energy to work with here, so I do need to keep that in mind. You do have 6 energy to work with. I can throw Red Hulk down. I do have priority. They play Scarlet Witch and Black Cat, so that's 12. 16 plus 3 is not enough. So we snap this. Red Hulk keeps us safe. We have 25. Yeah, it's 12, 16, 19. We are bigger. We have this, and then we can play Alive. Yep, we snap that. It's not necessarily a boomer snap, but it's like guaranteeing that we're gonna get the win here. So play Daredevil and snap on Daredevil. Some people stick in because they think they have a better combo than you, but it works. It works really well, really well. We got Nebula. We have Daredevil. This is looking good. We did Nebula far right. We Daredevil on the right lane as well. So we're trying to have 2 different lanes open for Galactus. That's like the main gist of what we're doing here. To make it so like our opponent has to do a 50-50. Okay, they're snapping on 1. I honestly like our hand here. We can snap on 1. They drew 2 cards. We drew 2 cards. We should be able to draw close to our whole deck now, which is good. Blade, Magneto. Okay, so they're playing Hela. That's fine. That's totally fine. And then I Daredevil. And then I have Galactus. So this is looking solid. And we have priority. What do we got? What do we got, Jar Jar? And we're skipping location. Oh, this is good. This is awesome. This is really sick. They've only discarded 1 card. They got a Red Hulk too. That's fine. They discarded 2 cards now. Okay. I have Electro here. I play Electro here. So I have priority going into this this next turn. Jubilee, if Jubilee hits Hela, we're kind of not great, but Infinite, oh, okay. What are we playing? Infinite dies. I can play Galactus left and win there, depending on what they play, and I can snap back in this situation too, even though I don't have priority. If I play middle, they could play their Red Hulk if they'd like to. And they've discarded Black Cat and Magneto. Black Cat and Magneto. Galactus would be bigger. They float, really. They full float over here. So I'm going to... Honestly, I just Professor X the middle. None of this moves. I keep priority. If they play Hela and Black Cat Hela come over here, or they play Hela over here, I can just Shang-Chi there. Shang-Chi right here. I could Galactus, and then they play... Let's do some math. If I Galactus here, their Red Hulk, I think, is 19 as well. With Hela, they bring back Magneto and Black Cat. That's 21. They float here, so this is bigger for us. This is bigger for us.
Kneel before Galactus.
So I have 29, or 24. I have 24. Or 23. So this is 28. If they play... If they play their huge Red Hulk, that is... We beat the Red Hulk. If it's Hela, it's 6 plus 12, which is 18, plus 9. It's not big enough. We beat Hela here, so... We beat Hela.
Minions to me.
Cool. That's how we do it. The only reason we won that last game was because they floated that last turn, which honestly was really good for us. We could have snapped back and tried to get 8, but I think we were going to get 4 pretty much either way. So I'm totally here for that. We do have Electro in our hand. We do have Hobgoblin. We have Eliath. We have Red Hulk. We're looking good. Another discard matchup. Oh, I like this. Can I get a Daredevil? Oh, please, Navaroma. Daredevil, Shang-Chi's okay. I just want to be able to solidify my final turn kind of thing. But no, okay, this is good. This is good. We can make this work. They only discarded Black Cat? Really? Nothing else? Okay, this is awesome. And then we draw another 1 cost, so it's Nico with Destroy. No, we don't need it. We don't need it. It's too late for the Nico Destroy because we still get to do this Hobgoblin stuff, so we're going to Hobgoblin on the left more than likely. If that's Corvus and it hits Hella, we're looking spicy. Corvus and it hits Hella, always hits Hella, always hits Hella. Boom! And that is a turn 4 snap. We snap, we Goblin, we Professor X, we're good. We Goblin left, we Professor X left. We're looking awesome. See? Yep. Nice, easy, streamline. We beat Hella twice. All right, that is 2 dubs against Hella, and we're heading into game number 4. So you guys are seeing kind of like the way the deck pilots here. We haven't really used Goliath the way we had before. We're running into Zed. All right, what's up, Zed? It's gonna be fun. I wonder what Zed's playing. We do get Carmitage. We do have Jeff on curve. What's Jeff? Okay. Looking at some stuff. Gotcha. Let's see if we can cook. What we got? Kitty Pride. Okay, we playing some Silky Smooth. Asteroid M. Gotcha. So another reason we're doing this is because we could get Electro out early. We're playing Daredevil instead. Kind of know what can happen. Or maybe Daredevil here. Daredevil here instead. Safer. There's the wave. We can get a Galley down. We can get Galley down left. We can get Red Hulk down right. So that's kind of what I'm playing with here. I'm playing with wave middle. Angela. Kitty. Okay. Couple options here. They have big cards. I have big cards. I play Red Hulk here. And then I play Professor X on the right, probably, because I don't have the Galactus line. Of course, we have to see what Zed plays. I do know he can run some Shang-Chi stuff. This is looking like just a Red Hulk kind of down on the right angle here. Since we don't really have any of the other crazy stuff. Shuri, okay. All right, what is Shuri going over there? Is this actually Shuri Kitty? Hold on. If it is something like Shuri Kitty, we have priority. I just play Prof on the right. Shuri goes off twice, so we do need to keep that in mind. Shuri goes off twice, and it hits Vision, so Vision gets huge. I lock this in. If I lock this in here, I do have priority. And then we have Shang-Chi, and we have Electro. We just set that down. Limit where Vision can go. Which probably Vision either goes middle or it stays where it's at. Which I'm thinking, if I were to guess, Vision moves over to the right here. And I can just Shang-Chi. I think they play a card, and then I Shang-Chi here, and we're good. They could play their card here instead, leave Vision there. This is always going to go right. I think we're in good spots for 2. I think this is just it. Or I could just Goliath. I can Goliath down here and be even better. So I think they're trying to buff Angela again. So it's just a move that there. Boom. Boom. Hope Summers. To Kitty. And to Nightcrawler. Sweet. We won the differential too. Okay. So, it's a good game. We didn't snipe the Vision, but we still had it here just in case. Alrighty, we're heading into our final game over here. We've had some interesting stuff. So, he didn't have what he needed on curve there. So, that was good. I mean, we could have played Goliath middle potentially too. It still was like a 50-50, so I'm not entirely sure what was going to happen there. But this list is a lot of fun. The mix-ups like that Dama was talking about, Daredevil is like literally our bread and butter. Daredevil goes burr. We're gonna play Daredevil here. We have Jeff. We have Professor X. We're looking pretty good. Pretty good. So we're gonna play Jeff and have probably Prof here for the left. We don't have anything to play here on 4, which kind of stinks, but we're gonna make it work. Hope Summers, okay. And then I do get Electro. I'll play Electro here. And then it might be a Professor X, Eliath kind of thing. We'll see. We'll see what we get over here. Super Giant. Okay. The Super Giant, I get to see what they play, which is awesome. They don't get to see what I play. What are they playing? Taskmaster. So then I'm gonna go right here. Or let me go right here. And then I'm gonna Eliath on the left over there.
Oh, snap.
We Boomer snapped. They Taskmaster. That flips over and kills that. And then I move Jeff over here. And then we're chilling. I don't know why they played Super Giant onto Hope. It's kind of weird. But maybe they're doing some blob something. Boomer Snap probably wasn't the best idea, so they're probably going to retreat here. Eliath's going to go Burr Blob. Oh, really? Okay, I just win. What? And then I have Fred Hulk on the right. Okay, we'll take the 4. We'll take the 4 they stayed for. That's weird.
Victory.
But okay. That's how you do it. Okay, well, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching the video today. If you guys enjoyed it, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Definitely check out Black Dama as well. His info is going to be down in the description below. I hope you guys have a good one. It's been real. Tucker out.